Television. Welcome to the English News Edition Top Stories. This Thursday, on the third day of propaganda for the upcoming legislative elections, which are being held in conjunction with those of 4 municipal councillors, President Evariste Ndayishimiye joined members of the CNDD-FDD party in the Gitega Parliament. Evariste Ndayishimiye then stated that he appreciated the fact that Burundians understood that under no circumstances should Burundi relive the worst time it experienced in the past. Evariste Ndayishimiye then indicated that peacekeeping and security support service had been authorized in the country. And the Minister of Finance, accompanied by the Commissioner General of the Burundi Revenue Office, OBR, in the French acronym, visited Kobelo Muyinga province this Wednesday. The objective was to explore ways to expand this border crossing, particularly with regard to the parking route and other services to allow passengers easy access OBR services. Welcome, dear viewer, to details. As I informed you in headlines, on the third day of electioneering of the upcoming legislative elections, which are being held with those 4 municipal councillors, President Evariste Ndayishimiye joined members of the CNDD party in the Gitega province. Evariste Ndayishimiye then stated that he appreciated the fact that Burundians understood that under no circumstances should Burundi relive the worst time it experienced in the past. Evariste Ndayishimiye then indicated that a peacekeeping and a security support service had been authorized in the country. Joseph Murinda Jambo was on the ground.
The CNDD-FDD party's electoral propaganda activities in Gitega province took place at Ngoma Stadium, located in the province capital. Drums were performed to this event since this province is home to the very heart of the Burundian drumming. This electoral rally event was attended by the CNDD-FDD members from the wider province of Gitega, and among the distinguished guests was Burundian President Evariste Ndayishimiye. Also present were the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Secretary General of the CNDD-FDD party, National Secretaries of the party, and many others. Reverend Ndikurio, Secretary General of the ruling party, expressed his satisfaction with the Burundian government's support for the population. The support was reflected in particular in the creation of banks which, through the granting of credit, have enabled the population to undertake development projects. Reverend Ndikurio emphasized that promoting cooperatives will remain a priority in order to boost the economy and improve social well-being. He also announced the implementation of the several development projects deemed promising and bringing significant benefits, as evidenced by the CNDD-FDD theme. Among the future prospects in the agricultural sector, Reverend Ndikurio indicated that investors wishing to invest in agriculture will benefit from financial facilities, particularly those wishing to acquire tractors abroad, aim of increasing agricultural production. Banks will also be supported to enable them to easily grant loans to investors. Taking the floor, President Evariste Ndayishimiye recalled Burundi's dark history while still saluting the Burundians who understood that under no circumstances should Burundi relive such a situation. Evariste Ndayishimiye ensured that the CNDD-FDD government would continue to prioritize strengthening democracy in response to requests from Burundians who expressed their desire to live in lasting peace. The Burundian president indicated that the support service for maintaining peace and security had been authorized in the country. Since the electoral period, every adult man had been expected to ensure the integrity of his household and his country. At Ingoma Stadium, a group of 8 young actors provided comic relief for the event, and President Emerson Ndayishimiye promised each of these young people 1 million Burundian francs. This was a way to help them raise the capital that would allow them to run development projects.
It is the same activity in the extended communion of Matongo in Butanyerera province. The CNDD-FDD party continued its electoral campaign for the parliamentary and municipal council election. Party members gathered at Tiburengo Hill in the presence of the CNDD-FDD provincial secretary in Butanyerera, who stated that the party's platform prioritizes the promotion of agriculture, particularly avocado plant. And the UPLONA party invites the Badasigana and all Burundians in general to vote for this party, because once victorious, this party would preserve unity among Burundians and fight against economic malfeasance. This party president formulated that, saying this Thursday in Buhumuza province during the party campaign. Also, here there is another news now in Irugombo province. In Irugombo, Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha joined the faithful of the Munyika 270-day Adventist Church in Irugombo Commune this Thursday in their community development work. This work involved the construction of a meeting hall for the church. Gervais Ndirakobucha highly praised the progress already made by this church in developing the country. Malusi Muhigwe was there.
Those community development works consisted at mixing sand and cement in order to build a conference hall of the Seventh Adventist Church on Munyika village, Rugombo Commune. The Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha has inherited that event, as well as other high-ranking officials, including the governor of Cibitoke province, MPs elected in that province, as well as the staff of the Prime Minister office, including different administrators. Those natives have contributed so as to build that conference hall. Burundi Prime Minister has then given 100 sacks of cement. The governor of Cibitoke province, Kahem Bizoza, said that residents of Cibitoke are working progressively, while the Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha, in his remark, he thanked the local population of that province as they are on work for the development of that province in their different religious domains. He encouraged them to go forward by keeping peace and security in that region, as the Cibitoke province is on the border with other countries. Burundi Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha has also called on the population of that area to come and vote for the coming legislative and municipal elections planned on the 5th of June. That building will cost at least 500 million Burundian francs and will host 1,500 people.
And the Minister of Education, François Habyarimana, calls on various provinces to take the issue of providing school desks into their own hands, as Ngozi province has done. He made this call on this Wednesday in the Ngozi province when he handed over desks to Ecofo Kinyovu Basic School in Ngozi province. He was accompanied by the representative of the international organization UNICEF in French acronym. Now there was
It was a joyful ambience at the Kinyovu Fundamental School in Nyamorenza Commune, Ngozi Northern Province, during the official handover of more than 1,400 desks by the Minister in charge of Education, Professor Francois Habyarimana, accompanied by the UNICEF representative in Burundi. This donation granted by UNICEF comes to complete the donation granted by the administration of Ngozi Province with the financial support of UNICEF. The UNICEF representative here in Burundi saluted the engagement by the administration of Ngozi Province and reiterated the engagement of this international organization to support the education in Burundi. The Minister in charge of Education, Francois Habyarimana, has also saluted the engagement of the authorities in Ngozi Province for their involvement in order to let the children of the country to have this opportunity to have access to education. The minister called upon the other authorities of other provinces to copy this example of Ngozi Province. The minister in charge of education, Francois Habyarimana, says the opportunity to encourage the pupils of Kinyovu Fundamental School that will do national tests for this end of May to prepare themselves in consequence in order to have satisfying results.
The Minister of Finance, together with the Commissioner General of the Burundi Revenue Office, OBR, in French acronyms, visited Kobero Muyinga Province this Wednesday. The objective was to explore ways to expand this border crossing, particularly with regard to the parking lot and other services, to allow passengers easy access to OBR services. Evariste Nyonguru details.
We are at Kobero border post. It is in Muyinga Province, where the Minister of Finance, accompanied by the Commissioner General of Burundian Revenue Authority, OBR in the French acronym, have made a field visit in the framework for checking on the way they may extend these border posts, especially in terms of parking station, in order to obtain a sufficient space. Nestor Naunuye, the Minister in charge of Finance, indicated that they noted that it is possible to extend these border posts in order to facilitate the cars to get enough spaces waiting for OBR to serve them. Also, it was noticed that there is a need of increasing the staff in order to reinforce the team which is already on the ground, and also to widen some office of OBR, considering the importance of these decisions, as it was highlighted by Nestor Naunuye. Equally, during this field visit, the Minister of Finance came to ensure the current situation of OBR activity. He appreciated the way the activities were going on. He noted that there is a need to reinforce the team operating at that border post in order to allow them to work day and night.
And to end this news, this Wednesday, the University of Burundi hosted a workshop focused on exploring a research collaboration opportunity with the French National Center for Scientific Research, CNRS in French acronym. The session aimed to enhance technical capacities, particularly in the repair and rehabilitation of out-of-service laboratory equipment at the university. Everything Yonkuru once more.
During this exchanging workshop organized by the University of Burundi in the domain of scientific research, in collaboration with the National Center for Scientific Research of France, CNRS in the French acronym, different experts demonstrate the fields in which they operate, such as the use of microscopes, research in biology, biodiversity, and more. At the University of Burundi, the lecturing experts indicate that this workshop for sharing culture was of great importance as they gained skills in scientific research by working together in the field of sciences and providing lectures to the students. Prudence Bararunyeretse, the Dean of the Faculty of Sciences at the University of Burundi, stated that training which will follow this workshop for 2 weeks will help them to improve their skills as experts, which will allow lecturers to impart these skills to the students upon their return. In addition, during this training, scientific research devices in the Faculty of Sciences at UB that are no longer operational will be repaired. In this partnership between the University of Burundi and the Scientific Research Center in France, experts will train both lecturers and students in biology in general and the molecular biology in particular, which is an added value to this partnership, given that such training comes at the right time.
Thank you, dear viewers, for your kind attention. This is the end of our edition. Keep watching us. I'm really going to miss you.